Welcome. Do you want to try my daughter's favorite oatmeal cookies? Here we go. They're really delicious, and we're going to do 3 variations on them because I have 3 kids that like them all different. So what we're going to do is we're going to add 1 cup of vegetable shortening, and I have my spatula here. It's kind of sticky. We have 2 cups of brown sugar. And with brown sugar, you want to pack it into your measuring cup first. Make sure you get the accurate measurement. All as much sugar in there as you can. Okay, this is really exciting. There's no eggs in this recipe, but it calls for soured milk. So this is a 1/2 cup of milk with a tablespoon of vinegar added in, and you put it 30 seconds in the microwave, and it ends up kind of yogurty, a little sour creamish. So it's really exciting because sometimes we don't have eggs, but we want to make cookies. A teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of vanilla, and 4 cups of oats. And these are the regular oats. You could use the quick oats if you want. You'll just end up with a little smoother of a cookie. I like the hardiness of the regular oats though. So it's just kind of a personal preference, I think. What we're going to do is mix all this up first. The cookies, I always like to blend up all the other ingredients except for the flour. And then just do the flour last. And then that kind of gets it nice and blended. But the trick with cookies is just to put the flour in as little as possible, and then they'll end up nice and tender. This is 1 3/4 cup of flour. And today, this is a gluten-free flour. But you could use regular flour, and they're delicious. They're good either way you do it. They're really, really good. I'm just going to blend this till it's barely incorporated. And as soon as that flour gets all mixed in, I'm going to stop the mixer, and then we'll start scooping. And this scoop that I'm going to use, I love using scoops because it just makes cookie making just that much easier. It's about a tablespoon of a scoop. You could use any size scoop you want. Just keep in mind that making all your cookies uniform helps them all to bake at the same time. So with this, what we're doing here, we have different rows. And we're going to do one kind for my youngest son. He likes plain oatmeal cookies. And then the next row we're going to add in, well, we're going to divide the batter up by thirds. We're going to add a 1/2 cup of raisins in. And because my oldest son, he likes just the raisins with the oatmeal. And so you want to mix that in really thoroughly. You could put it back in your mixer if you wanted, but which I did for the other cookies, but for this I'm just going to kind of stir it up a little bit. And so you're going to have about 1/3 of the cookie dough is going to be with raisins in it, and they will be delicious. And then my youngest daughter, she loves chocolate. So we're going to add in a cup of chocolate chips into the batter. So you could do this cookie recipe anyway. You could even add raisins to it. You could add nuts to it if you want. There's just a delicious base cookie dough. My kids like eating it straight from the bowl, and really there's no eggs in it, so you don't have to worry about kids eating raw eggs if you're worried about that. And what you'll do is bake these at 375 for 12 minutes for this size. And I usually just give the cookies a little pat to help them with their spreading out, and then when they're all baked after 12 minutes, you'll end up with these beautiful cookies. They're just delicious. So we're gonna try one of them for you, and this one is the one with just the raisins. Smells delicious, and it tastes delicious. Thank you for joining me.